You've seen the title, let's get into it. So originally I was going to be making a TFT video talking about the different mechanics and how it relates to the RNG of the game. But then the B patch dropped. So for those unaware on how TFT patches work, basically during halfway of the set's lifetime, a B patch will be introduced in order to buff and nerf certain characters that were way too powerful during the release till current patch of the game. Boy oh boy, this B patch is fucking infuriating. Essentially, what they did is basically buff one of the less used 4-cost characters in the video game. In this instance, specifically, Master Yi. And I believe they actually buffed Thomas, or well, Tom Kench as you call it, last patch as well, or like this patch. I forgot something around the lines, but they did patch him. So I think he's slightly buffed, but also slightly nerfed. So he's like in the middle of the thing, but he's not the main issue here. So due to the B patch, this has actually led to the rise in a new team known as Master Yi MARAWLERs, or basically known as Marauders for Brawlers for and using Master Yi as a carry. And I have several strong feeling words about this comp. So for the people who don't play TFT or are unaware on how this comp works, it's basically a 4-cost reroll comp where the strat is to basically level yourself up to level 8 and then basically high roll until you can find your carry, and then you essentially play it, make him strong, maybe level up to 9 and like all those jazzes, and like that's the general gist on how you're supposed to play him, or like reroll comps in general. But that's not the reason why I have a problem with him. The reason I have a problem with him is the fact that every single motherfucker runs this comp. I need you people to understand this. I am a above average TFT player. I've never gone to Diamond. I haven't reached Masters. My best currently is Emerald 1, 96 LP. So I'm not exactly the best of the best, but I play this game a lot. I basically play it at least like 3 to 4 matches per day. And right now, I literally don't even want to play 2 games. Like, because every single fucking lobby I load into is literally just Master Yi MARAWLERs, Master Yi MARAWLERs, Master Yi MARAWLERs. I have seen a game in Plat where there are essentially people 4-way contesting Master Yi brawlers. It's not fun to go against, it's not fun to play. Every single person runs the same thing. Honestly, I've been wanting to talk about this issue for a while, but I feel like one of the tweets I saw by a TFT creator has inspired me to make this video, where it's more akin on how the team comps have slowly, gradually been evolving / de-evolving in a way. For the people who play TFT. I'll explain what I mean a bit more later on. Don't worry. That's basically the general gist of it. So for those unaware, basically for a lot of people, if you wanted to build a comp in TFT, you would simply, all you have to do is just Google up any of the one sites, Meta TFT, TFT Academy, or you literally just have to Google up TFT best comp and you would be taken into a website with them. If you can see the website currently on the screen right now, which I'm using TFT Academy, you can see that Master Yi MARAWLERs is literally the technical top 1 comp in this game. Like, ever since the B patch has been released, this comp has never dropped below S tier. I feel like it's actually been not doing nothing but rising, and I can't even blame people because everyone wants to play the best comp possible. But when a comp specifically is used by half of the players in the goddamn lobby, you know there's something wrong with it, because why in the fuck would people ever 4-way contest each other if the comp is not good? I need to first tell you all this. I have no problems with reroll comps being in the game. This has been a thing ever since TFT released. There will always be reroll comps in the game, and there will always be level type comps in the game. What I feel like is an issue right now is if you look at the screen on TFT Academy, roughly around 1/3 of these comps, maybe even half of them, are all reroll specific. Okay, look, I'm not gonna sit here and argue with you that reroll comps do not belong in the game. I completely believe that they do. What I do not think is healthy is the fact that there are so many reroll comps that are considered viable in the game right now. It generally takes away from being able to flex build your shit, because if you're not running a reroll comp in this meta right now, you are guaranteed to lose. Forget even reaching top 4. You're not even going to touch top 6, top 5. Like, you're probably going 7th if, like, best case scenario, or worst case scenario, you were gonna go fucking 8th. This is a product of a larger issue though, considering that the first comp that we have that was actually really good when the game started was also a reroll comp. Fucking Victor Carry, Psionic Conduit, and also Space Groove, like in general, or like Space Groove Nami specifically, was also like a reroll comps. Like, there is literally no specific comp here that is technically considered a flex besides like 1 or 2, and even then they're situational. The other thing I want to talk about is how team building has actually generally just decayed all the while from like a long time ago till now. TFT as a game is all about flexibility. You literally have to be able to know how to adapt on the fly in order to build your characters, because there will be people that might be contesting your stuff, or you won't get your best in slot items on your characters all the time. What I do not like about this set is that every single comp is so literally dead centered, it generally does not allow for interesting team comps anymore. Every single comp right now is literally just like a reroll comp. There is no originality. Like, it feels as if you even try to deviate from the meta, like even slightly, you're going to lose. This is a product of a larger issue though. Reroll comps have actually been existing in the game for as long as like the game's life cycle itself, right? Like, we'll just take one of the more popular sets, for example, like Remix Rumble. That set specifically had like a couple of reroll comps as well. Country reroll Tamira carry was one of the more higher ones. True damage Yasuo carry was also considered like a reroll comp. But the thing with those comps is that they were just an option. You didn't have to follow them 24/7. Yeah, sure, they basically made it so like those comps had one of the higher win rates and also one of the more wins. You could get wins or top 4s easier with it, but you weren't exactly not going to get a top 4 or a win by not building that specific comp. But in this current set, I feel as if that a lot of the comps that will guarantee you at least a top 4 or like a win-ish are just literally nothing but reroll, and it generally pisses me off. I can't even blame people for actually moving on to reroll comps because of the fact of how Riot essentially nerfed Fast 9, right? Because like Fast 9 used to be a tactic where people would essentially save all of their econ, level up to level 9, and then roll down on all of the legendaries and all of the like stronger costs, right? In order to fight people. I believe it was like 3 patches ago that they nerfed this. So basically going from 8 to 9 is really hard unless you have a really good econ augment or you have a really good XP augment. So every single person is usually just stuck on 8th, running a couple of specific characters in order to, you know, win the game and whatnot. But it feels as if, due to this, Riot is unintentionally promoting reroll meta, and I honestly think reroll meta is one of the most boring metas in my opinion. I say this even as a person who generally didn't enjoy Fast 9. I still think reroll metas are unironically one of the most boring in my opinion, even though they like look kind of interesting. They're just some of the most shit to play because you'll go against the same board every single fucking time. Sometimes you can literally open like a game and then you will essentially fight the same comp 3 times. I've unironically seen 3 Star Weaver Twisted Fate max trees like being run, and that's not even including the amount of MARAWLERs that I've seen in my fucking lobbies. It straight up just pisses me off. It feels as if the more TFT has like evolved, right? Like people, like I understand that not a lot of people have time in order to sweat and like play this game, right? Or like remember all of the characters from day one. Like I'm not gonna say anything. I'm unemployed as fuck. I'm a fat fucking chud. I've literally done nothing but like just memorize some of these characters and every single item combination on like AWS items on like how to play this thing. But I still don't like how TFT is moving into the place where every single person seems to just pick a comp and run with it. I'm not against that type of gameplay, but I have a problem when every single person does it. Like, even the people who have played this game for a few like a few thousand games. I'm not even gonna say that I haven't touched a reroll comp. I've played a lot this set, and I've actually unironically tried most, if not all, of the possible reroll comps here. I'm just saying, TFT used to be a game where people have to look at your characters and actually think about how their items, positions, and all that shit matters. Nowadays, it feels as if you're just buying the strongest character possible, slapping on the BIS items, and then just essentially like steamrolling people, just hoping for the fact that you're going to win, while not even caring that people are contesting you at all, because Riot has literally unintentionally raised so many of the percentages that getting contested generally doesn't feel like a death sentence anymore. You unironically can get contested and still actually break a top 4. I'm not even going to talk about how cringe Master Yi is as a character, because holy fuck, I unintentionally really hate this character just played because of the fact that, okay, to explain a bit, right? Master Yi's active essentially allows him to gain increased omnivamp, increased attack speed, and increased movement speed. And he's Marauder, and Marauder already gives you bonus omnivamp. So you don't even need an item that gives him like survivability, like BT. All you need is a singular survivability item, like EON, that essentially makes it so that everyone else targets someone else, so he can clean up your front line quicker. And like, the one thing I don't like about Yi's BIS items is that all of these items are actually really easy in order to build. There's no build diversity. If you unironically go into games and see people run Yi MARAWLERs, right? They're all going to be running the same thing. It's always going to be Giant Slayer, QSS, EON. There's no build variety because those items are so easy in order to build that there are no special types of things where like it will essentially make Master Yi like better. You can't even argue that if you put a BT or a HOJ on him, that it would actually result in him having a better one, because it would result in him having better survivability because he doesn't need it. So everyone just seemingly just uses the specific way in order to build him, and it's just unfun to go against because you're going against the same thing 24/7. I'm just complaining because I unironically think seeing the same kind of build as well as like playstyle and like placement in about like 7 out of my 10 games, not even 7, I think about 8 to 9 of my fucking games is unironically tilting as shit. And I genuinely wish for Master Yi to either get hotfix or MARAWLER and Brawler in general to be hotfix. I just do not think this set is fun. I don't even have the I don't even have the feeling to grind ranked anymore because like it's just not fun. Every single game I'm going against the same shit. Like maybe back in like a couple of sets ago, you would see Samira reroll being contested, but you would only find it like once or twice because you would still see some different build varieties. Nowadays, it feels as if everyone's running the same thing. Everyone's just running Yi MARAWLER, everyone's just running Primordial reroll, everyone's just running Fate Weaver reroll, everyone's just running fucking Vanguard Teemo, Corki Ribbon, fucking Ezreal Cho'Gath. There is literally no build diversity anymore. Everyone's running the same fucking shit, and I'm tired of it. Riot, if you're fucking watching this, I know you won't, but if someone eventually does, like from the TFT fucking community, does eventually find this video, please, for the love of God, just speak out, because this set is just so unfun. Even as a competitive or casual player, I'm just not having fun playing this set. I've already skipped a couple of sets that I genuinely think were unfun as fuck, and this is going to be one of them if they don't fix it. And it's a shame because I unironically actually really like the idea of this set. The gods are actually a really nice touch, and a lot of the characters are unironically characters I really fucking like. I really like the Psyops skin line. I really fucking love Primordial. I fucking love Primordial Buyer. She is my baby. But this set has unironically just made me not want to play it because of the complete repetitiveness of it. I'm playing TFT not to basically go against the same type of shit. That is not the TFT I came here to play. I came here to play against different types of sets different types of traits, different types of positioning to see what people would come up with. I really, really, really do not want to fight Master Yi for the 5th time in a fucking row because someone at Riot decided that we need to buff this fucking 4-star. He is fucking atrocious. Anyways, rant over. I might make a TFT video in the future. I don't know anymore by this point. The script's done. I'm just so tired of this. I needed to get this out of the way. I'm so fucking sorry.